Good afternoon. My name is Allison Delicati, and I am your instructor for Technological Systems Engineering 1030. As you can see, I'm not in the classroom this afternoon. I'm actually sitting at my kitchen table, so bear with me. It's about 10 o'clock at night on Monday evening. I'm exhausted, but I wanted to make sure that I spent some time going over the syllabus with you since I'm unfortunately not able to be in class. I'm actually going to be out of town up north, but I will be back for week 2 of the class to pick up where we left off. Today I just want to spend some time going over the syllabus and highlighting some things that I want to make sure that I reiterate to you that will be important for your survival in this class. And then I want to allow Stacy May some time to introduce who she is and what her role can be over the next 4 years for you and even beyond in terms of your career development. Some things that you may have picked up on about me already: I'm not an engineer, and that's actually the exact reason why I'm teaching this course. I am actually the Associate Director in the Career Center, and I've been there for 4 years. Prior to working in UNT's Career Center, I worked for a small college in Indiana Tech, which is primarily an engineering school, as the director of a small career center there. Over the past 9 years, my total experience in a career center, I've worked primarily with employers that wish to recruit students for various positions. So my perspective really comes from what employers are looking for in candidates for full-time or internship employment opportunities. For the past 4 years and at my school prior to coming to UNT, I've worked primarily with companies wishing to recruit engineering students. So that's a little bit about my background, and that's what I hope to touch on quite a bit over the course of the semester. This class is really an introduction to the College of Engineering and what you can do with majors in engineering, specifically engineering technology. So hopefully you walk away from this class at the end of the semester having learned how to apply your degree as well as other transferable skills into a working environment. Should be a fun class. You'll learn quite a bit. I do have high expectations in terms of attendance and assignments that we'll go through, but I'll walk you through the syllabus right now, and should you have any questions, I'll let you know how you can reach me on Skype later this evening or just my contact information in general. So if you want to pull out your syllabus and follow along for the next few minutes, I'll just take you through a quick introduction of what the semester will look like. As I mentioned, my name is Allison Delicati. You can feel free to call me Allison, that's fine, or you can call me Professor Delicati, that's fine as well, whatever you're comfortable with. I am actually located over in Chestnut Hall, so I'll be here for class, but should you need to make time to meet with me, you'll want to schedule an appointment. Best way to do that is to call the Career Center front desk, which is 940-565-2105. They probably manage all of our calendars even better than we do, and since I don't tend to be at my desk 24/7, that front desk is always manned and someone can get you on my calendar. I can also be reached via email, and my direct line is on there as well. If you email me, I just ask that you allow for about 48 hours for me to respond. Moving along, I mentioned that this course is really an introduction to the College of Engineering and what you can do with your major and how to be more marketable moving forward in your academic career and after graduation. So we will talk really about how to apply those skills, how to learn those skills, and how to apply those skills. There's no prereq to this course. We don't have a textbook, but we have a class period as well as class outside of class via Blackboard. Attendance is required. Let me repeat that. Attendance in class is required. We only meet once a week for an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm actually not demanding too much of your time to be in class, and if I'm going to be here, I'd like for you to be here as well. Should you feel tempted to sign in a friend or a classmate, I'm going to tell you don't do that. There may be times where I periodically count the number of students in class and cross-check that with the sign-in sheet, and if that doesn't match up, then how can I give anyone credit that day? So I would encourage you, sign in yourself. Don't sign in a friend, because I would hate for the entire class to not receive credit because the sign-in sheet doesn't match up. Blackboard is a huge component of this class. It's half in class and half of your assignments and correspondence with me will be via the internet. So get familiar with Blackboard. I'll mention right now, and we'll reiterate it at the end, is that all of your assignments will be submitted via Blackboard, and I'll want you to do that via the text box in Blackboard. Most of your assignments will be writing assignments, and I ask that you submit them via the text box and not upload an attachment, because that's one more thing that I have to do on my end. You'll look around and you'll notice that you're in a very large class. There are about 100 of you, and so I don't want to spend that extra time of pulling up your paper when you can just submit it via the text box in Blackboard. I'll go over that a little bit more in week 2. Now skip ahead, you can read all of the ABEDIT program outcomes as well as the learning outcomes so that you can get a better sense of what you'll walk away with from this class. I mentioned where it says course requirements, written communication, I mentioned that pretty much all of your assignments are going to be writing assignments, so you will learn and practice how to write in this class. Attendance policy, I will reiterate and probably 5 more times throughout the course of this video. Attendance is required. It's a piece of your grade. Participation is huge. Let's skip ahead to the grade calculation just so you can get a sense of what will be expected of you assignment-wise. This really is in no particular order, but the first piece that I mentioned is 15% of your grade, and that's your research proposal. We're going to have a class period where we talk about the importance and an introduction to research, and we'll have you actually engage and practice that by putting together a proposal, and that'll be about 15% of, that will be 15% of your grade. You'll have written reports, which are primarily reflection papers about a particular topic, usually 1 to 3 pages long, and you'll have 5 of those, each worth 8% of your grade, so in total 40% of your grade. You can see how important it is to make sure that you complete all those writing assignments, as it is a huge chunk of what you'll be graded on. Class participation is 5%, although that's a little bit deceiving, because if you skip ahead and see that December 5th practice networking day, that's an actual in-class assignment where I will be bringing in employers to help you in practicing your networking skills. And so really class participation, if you add those two up, is 15% of your grade. You'll have 2 reading assignments and a corresponding quiz that'll happen via Blackboard. That'll be 10% of your grade. I'll have a midterm, and that's actually a little bit deceiving as well. As you notice in the syllabus, it actually falls at the beginning of November, so it's a little bit, late in terms of a midterm. That'll be 10% of your grade. And then you'll be required to attend 2 outside of class activities, what I'm calling campus connection assignments. And you've got some options there of what to participate in. And really, those all fall in Stacy's area. Stacy May, your career advisor. So she'll spend some time after this video talking to you about the activities that she has going on. And it'll be important to you for this class as well as just your career development in general. Assignments are due via Blackboard. They're due midnight on the due date listed in the syllabus, so get those in. Late assignments are not accepted. So I'll reiterate again, you need to be in class. That's mandatory. Late assignments are not accepted. In fact, I have Blackboard set up that once the assignment is due, it actually disappears from Blackboard, just to reiterate that I'm not really into late assignments. Cell phones, laptops, be respectful. Please don't talk on your cell phone. Please don't text message in class. I've been known to take that away from people. Laptops, you're fine to bring them as long as you're taking notes via class. If you're doing anything else, I would be happy to shut that for you. Here, the next thing in the syllabus that has campus connection activity options. Stacy will talk a little bit more about this, but as you saw in your grade calculation, you'll be required to attend 2 of these. So get familiar with when these are. Plan ahead this semester and get those on your calendar. I'm giving you ample time to adjust your work schedule, other things that you may have going on to allow you to attend 2 of these. And these are, great, not just for class assignments, but these are going to help you professionally. And Stacy will talk a little bit more about that. Should you have a disability and need accommodations, let me know. Send me an email if you need to let me know before week 2. That's not a problem. Cheating and plagiarism, there's a long paragraph there, but I'll just reiterate, don't do it. Acceptable student behavior, please be respectful. I'm very well connected to the student conduct office, and I'm not afraid to refer someone over there. So be sure that you are respectful and displaying appropriate college level behavior. The next thing in here is the class schedule. I'll just quickly run through each of the weeks so you can know what to expect for the semester. And then I want to spend some time talking about the 3 assignments that I've given you for week 1, and then I'll turn it over to Stacy. Week 1 is really just an introduction to the syllabus, which is what we're doing right now. Stacy's going to talk to you a little bit more about what she can offer you in the Career Center and highlight some of those campus connection assignments that we talked about earlier. Week 2, we're going to talk about the past, present, and future of technology, and you'll have a little bit of a report to do with that. Week 3, we're going to do an introduction to engineering majors and complementary minors and give you a tour of the college. This building is huge, and chances are you haven't seen much of it. And so we've got some student ambassadors that will be doing tours while we do a lecture. So we'll split the class in half since, again, if you've looked around, we've got 100 people in here. Week 4, we're going to talk about communicating to a non-technical audience, and that's really in preparation for week 5, which will be attending the Business Career Fair. We host a lot of career events in the Career Center, and the 2 big ones that we host are the Business Career Fair and the Engineering Career Fair. The Business Career Fair happens to be hosted during your class period, and I'm requiring that you attend that because I want you to get familiar with selling yourself and talking about your technical skills to a primarily non-technical audience. The Engineering Career Fair, which happens the next day, is I strongly urge you to attend that as well because obviously that's within your field, and it's also a part of one of your campus connection activities if you should choose to attend that. It actually happens in the hallways of the Discovery Park, so we make it very convenient for you to attend. Week 6 is an introduction to research. We'll be bringing in Dr. Barbieri, who is the chair of the Engineering Technology Department, to talk about that. Week 7, 4-year plan and academic goal setting. Week 8, we're going to have Dr. Lisa Campbell coming in and talking about student organizations here at Discovery Park and ways to get involved and the importance of that. Week 9, we're going to be building upon what we've already talked about regarding communication, and we'll talk about other transferable skills as it relates to a technical environment. Week 10 is going to be an introduction to MATLAB. That will not be me teaching that. Likely that will be one of the graduate assistants in engineering technology that will come in and talk on that topic. Week 11, we'll be talking about careers in the STEM and engineering fields. Week 12 and Week 13, we'll have 2 industry guest speakers. I'm still working out the details of that, but likely someone is going to be in R&D and another person from an energy company in the area. So those will be good class periods to attend to hear people and how they've utilized their engineering degree. And then week 14, kind of excited about this. This is the last day of class, and we'll be doing a speed networking event where I'll be bringing in about 5 to 10 alumni and or employers or professionals to talk to you about how to network and allow you time to practice that. And you'll notice that this is 10% of your grade. If I'm going to bring employers to campus, I want to make sure that this class represents UNT very well, so you need to show up. So that's just an overview of the semester, and just notice that little disclaimer at the bottom that I do reserve the right to make any changes, and I'll make you aware of that primarily via Blackboard. To reiterate, as I'm pulling up a couple things while I do that, just to reiterate, make sure as you are submitting assignments via Blackboard, make sure that you're doing that within the text box and not uploading your assignment. It just allows for more work on my end. I think that's about it. So let's go over the 3 assignments for this week. The first assignment, which Stacy will talk a little bit more about, is going to be taking the My Plan Career Assessment. This is a pretty cool assignment because it's really all about you. You're going to be taking an assessment that helps you to hone in on your interests, your skills, your abilities, and your personality, and really help you to make sense of your major and your career choice. As a piece of that, I'm also requiring you to schedule a one-on-one appointment with Stacy, and I'm giving you the entire semester to do that. But I'm going to caution you, don't wait until the last minute. Stacy is in high demand in the College of Engineering, and if you wait until the day before to schedule an appointment with her, she's not going to be happy and she's not going to be available, and this is a piece of your grade. So I would encourage you, take the My Plan, call up the Career Center, and maybe schedule an appointment with her for mid-September, end of September, mid-October. You've got the entire semester to do so. Get on her calendar right away, and she'll go over your assessment results and kind of talk through what that means. That's what she's trained to do, and you'll find it actually a very enjoyable meeting, as it will be all about you and your career goals. In addition to meeting with Stacy, I'm asking that you write a 2-page reflection paper about what you've learned and how you hope to apply what you've learned with taking the My Plan, and that's due at the end of the semester. So you've got time, but don't wait until the last minute, as I've already given Stacy permission. If she doesn't have time to meet with you, she doesn't have time to meet with you. So assignment number 2 is a very simple assignment. I want you to create a LinkedIn account. We're going to be talking later this semester about the importance of social media and managing your image online. So to get started, I'd like you to take a minute to create a student account on LinkedIn.com. I'm hoping most of you are familiar with LinkedIn, but if you're not, basically LinkedIn is like Facebook, but it's for professional networking. So instead of people posting their crazy weekend pictures, they post a skeleton of their resume, and it allows them to connect with people for career opportunities. I want you to create that now so that over the course of your 4 years here, you can work to develop that LinkedIn account, build your connections and networks so that it makes it that much easier for you when you're job searching at the time of graduation. An easy assignment that's due next week. And then the third and final assignment is completing a pre-assessment. This is another easy assignment where I'm asking you to complete an assessment that tells me about your expectations for the course. This is required. You will get points for taking this, but really this is more to help me in making sure that I'm hitting what your expectations are and what you hope to gain from the class. So there's a link to taking this assessment in Blackboard. So please do that by next week. So those are the 3 assignments associated with today. If you've forgotten everything that I've told you, these assignments, as well as the syllabus, as well as a couple weeks out assignments, are posted on Blackboard right now. Blackboard is going to be our lifeline for this course, so be sure to stay in tune with it. You'll not only submit your assignments, but this will be a way that if I need to communicate something to you, I'll send that via Blackboard. You'll also notice you've got reading assignments as a part of this class. Those will be posted on Blackboard. I'll post discussion questions. Your midterm will be on there. So you just want to make sure that you get familiar with Blackboard and use it pretty regularly. That and more classes that you take at UNT are going to be using Blackboard, so this class can be an introduction to those tools and resources. At this time, I think that's about all I need to share with you. Should you have any questions of me and you don't want to wait until next week when I'm back in the classroom, you can feel free to email me. I will be checking my voicemail, but I also want to put out there that I will be on Skype later the evening of the first day of class. So I'll be on Skype on Wednesday, August 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. And my Skype name, if you want to pull out a pen and paper and write this down, pull out a pen and a paper. My Skype name is T as in Tom, X as in X-ray, _ Delicati family. T as in Tom, X as in X-ray, _ Delicati family. And I'll spell Delicati for you just in case you're not looking at your syllabus. It's Delicati. So should you have any questions tonight, I'll be online from 6 to 8. Just connect with me and we can talk through anything that you may have going on. If not, I will see you next week. I'm excited to be in class next week during week 2, and I look forward to meeting all of you. Thank you.